What's going on? It's your boy Bizzle. It's Bizzle, baby. I promise one day I'm going to stop doing that. But in any case, I'm going to talk about real quick the state of affairs for the Women's Tennis Association, the WTA, and its future or lack thereof in 2012. Now, 2011 was a great year. You know, of course, I think we saw the return of Serena Williams, who had a slight period of dominance until the U.S. Open final this year. We had the inconsistent results of Venus Williams. I love her to pieces. And then, of course, we had 4 different ladies champions for the Grand Slam. We had Kim Clijsters for the Australian Open, Li Na for the French Open, Petra Kvitova for the Wimbledon, and then Samantha Stosur for the U.S. Open. Now, I think that in itself shows that we really need some real, I guess, dominant player for 2012. You know, gone are the days of dominance. You know, you had so many people back in the 90s and 2000s that really dominated the WTA. Martina Hingis was one of the best players, you know, I think, for her consistency. She stayed #1 for a while. Of course, you had Monica Seles back in the 90s, Steffi Graf, Martina Navratilova in the early 90s, Monica Seles, if I didn't say her already, of course. And then, you know, the later part of the 90s, you had Lindsay Davenport, I love to pieces. Venus Williams' period of dominance back in 2000, 2001, even 2002. Then you had Serena Williams, who pretty much took the entire decade, I could say, the 2000s. Jennifer Capriati, even. Justine Henin, who won Wimbledon more than a few times. Not a few, more than a few? I think a couple. French Open, that's what I mean. I think 4 or 5 times. You know what I'm saying? Sharapova even won 3 slams. Maria Sharapova. Kim Clijsters with her 3. You know, it's just those times seem to be gone as of now because we have a slew of players who may be consistent at the smaller tournaments, but when it comes to the Grand Slams, they're kind of inconsistent. You have a few people who have gone to the quarterfinals and things like that, but we don't have any real player that has a sense of dominance. 2012 predictions, honestly, I do see Venus Williams retiring in 2012. I don't want her to, but of course she's getting up in age, and you know, I think confidence-wise, if she doesn't keep up her consistency throughout the year, she's just going to call it quits. I think Serena, if she can stay healthy, will have a pretty good year. Caroline Wozniacki, I like her style of play, but I really want her to win something of meaning. You know, the tournaments she won last year are cute and all, but I really want her to win a slam. I don't think she will, unless there's no Williams or no Clijsters or anybody there that's playing. Kvitova, you know, she's beatable. I like Wozniacki, I really do, but I don't see her keeping the #1 ranking until the end of the year. I really don't. There's too many contenders that's close to her that are close to getting #1, so I don't see her keeping it at the end of the year. I don't even really see her keeping it past the French Open. I just really don't. Just call it what it is. Kuznetsova. I really like Svetlana Kuznetsova, and I really want her to win something. I really like her fighting spirit. I love her serve. I love her tenacity, but she's very inconsistent and she's very streaky. And I want her to get past that, and once she gets past that, she'll be pretty darn good. Sharapova, I do like. I just really want her to work on her consistency as well. She's gotten to some quarterfinals and semifinals of slams, even the final of Wimbledon, if I remember correctly, but in 2011. But I really want her to win something. I think that'll be a boost for her confidence past her, you know, shoulder issues. Kvitova, I like to an extent. Something about her seems very lazy to me. She just, I don't see a real fighting spirit with her. She just says, oh, I missed this ball. Oh, I missed this ball. You know, I want her to really do it. Li Na, I don't really see winning anything of note, to be honest, because she's very inconsistent as well. And that's the problem with the WTA. We have a lot of inconsistent players. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of good players in the WTA, but none of them are really consistent. And I really hope that changes. I really want to see maybe one person win 2, 3, or even all 4 slams next year. I really want to see that. I would love for Serena or Venus to get, you know, the calendar year Grand Slam, but I don't see that happening. because neither one of them particularly have done really well at the French Open. I know Serena won, I think, in '02 or '03. '02. She won in '02. Venus got to the final in '02, of course, but none of them since have really played consistently at the French Open. I can see them going deep in the tournament, but clay really isn't Serena's specialty. Venus has a little bit more positive results on clay, just not at the French Open. And I really want them to do better. I really do. So this coming year, 2012, I think is going to be very, hopefully if we can keep, the big players injury free, I can see them really just taking over. Clijsters, either Williams, honestly. I'm really, really hoping Venus Williams gets her level of play up. I really want to see her win another slam, maybe even two. I'm going to cross my fingers on that one. But we really don't have any serious contenders yet. I mean, Serena, we all just knew because she won, those last two tournaments she played in, that she was going to dominate the U.S. Open, and she pretty much did until the final, and I don't understand how she lost that at all. I think she can be streaky sometimes, but I really thought she was going to win the final, and I was very disappointed that she didn't. But that is credit to Samantha Stosur's game as well. Now Sam Stosur, I don't think she's a bad player. I don't think of any weapons when I think of her, so I don't see her winning another slam. I'm sorry to say, but I just don't see it. But as far as 2012, again, it's an Olympic year, so I can see a lot of people really coming back and trying to contend for the Olympics and things like that, especially Venus, Serena. I wouldn't be surprised if Justine Henin came back this year. I don't think she'd be eligible for the Fed Cup. The Olympics. Did she play Fed Cup? I think she played Fed Cup in February. I don't remember. This is completely offhand. I'm not looking at notes or anything, so I'm really, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. But in any case, I wouldn't be surprised if she came back. Clijsters, I do like her game. I just don't necessarily. She can be streaky too. I think that's the problem. We have so many players that are streaky and inconsistent, and I really just pray that 2012 is the year of consistency. I really, really do, because I really want to see these champions really go. I know everybody can't win a slam, honestly. My personal favorite are the Williams sisters. Just to be honest, but if Sharapova were to win, Kuznetsova even, who I think is pretty good, Clijsters were to win, I'd be happy. None of these no-name people that have no real star power. Don't get me wrong, there's some really, really good players out there, but I want to see people who I've seen win before, I guess, so they can continue dominance. I guess I wouldn't say continue because they weren't dominant at all in 2011, but I just really hope people can get it together. Jankovic, I think, is a good player. She sucks, though, with her consistency. Ivanovic, I really, really like, but she just has to get back to her 2008 form. I just really want 2012 to be a good year for tennis, and hopefully, we see that. So, what are your thoughts? What are your opinions? I don't know. You tell me. Let me know. Let's discuss it. That's what YouTube is for, right? Or Facebook or wherever. So, I'm going to leave. Deuces. I'm out. YouTube me, of course. I'm here. I'm always here. You can Facebook me. What's my name? Jamal. Facebook.com/Jamal.Bivens. That's JAMAAL.BIVENS. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And I hope all is well with each and every one of you that are watching this video. And we will see how 2012 goes as far as tennis is concerned. I'm JayCroix, Jay Bizzle, whatever y'all want to call me. I'm throwing deuces out.